Hello, welcome to day 28 of your 30-day journey to healing. And today I want to talk to you about the health of the mind. Specifically, I want to talk to you about your thoughts. A thought is just that, it's a thought. And we are 100% responsible for every single thought that we make our reality and that we give a story to. Thoughts are usually just that, a thought, until we give them a story, until we make them real, until we start to visualize those thoughts. And then it becomes real. Now, once we do that, it can promote illness in our minds and in our bodies. And it can also promote fear, worry, panic, and then even sadness sets in as a result. You can't control your thoughts. They just come. I've had people say things like, oh my goodness, I must be a horrible person because for some reason I thought last week or recently that I wanted to take my own life. And I ask questions like, well, do you want to take your own life? And typically I find that the clients don't want to take their own life. It was just a thought. I've even had people say things like they have had thoughts about not liking their own children or their own spouse, or not liking or being happy in their life, but finding that their reality is they really do love their children, their spouse, and they really are happy with their life, but they can't understand why they're having these thoughts. And so they start to wonder if, well, what if this is truly how I feel? Maybe I think I'm happy, but because I'm having these thoughts, maybe I'm not as happy as I think I am. And so they make those thoughts their reality instead of sticking with their actual reality. So we can't control our thoughts. Like I said, they just come, but we can refrain from labeling those thoughts or from making them real. So labeling our thoughts and making our thoughts real promotes suffering. Okay? Because when we recreate this story in our minds, it prevents us from being able to forgive ourselves and being able to forgive other people. Sometimes pain is inevitable with certain thoughts because certain thoughts are a part of certain painful memories. And that is something that's very difficult. So don't allow your mind to keep recreating the stories that are associated with those painful memories, because it promotes long-term suffering. Long-term suffering gets in the way of healing. So thoughts might trigger certain feelings like anger. So for example, thoughts about maybe yourself or past failures might trigger anger. Instead of trying to get rid of the anger, try to understand where that anger is coming from. You might feel helpless, or you might feel a sense of rejection as a result of those thoughts, which is causing the anger. So deal with the helplessness that you're feeling as a result of those feelings of rejection, or as a result of that past failure, instead of trying to make the anger go away. Anger is a natural human emotion, just like any other emotion, just like happiness and fear and everything else. So stop trying to make the anger go away and understand where the anger is coming from. So sometimes we have to let go, okay? Sometimes in order to heal the mind and the body and to protect the health of the mind, we have to let go. Unfortunately, letting go is very difficult. So thoughts of letting go sometimes creates fear. So for example, marriage, death, friendships, jobs, and relationships, they are all sometimes things that we have to let go. No one wants to let go of that lifelong friendship or that marriage that they've been in or that job that they prayed for. Unfortunately, sometimes that happens. And what happens with that is we have to engage in acceptance. Being able to accept what is. Being able to accept the truth of what's really going on is very important. So we have to accept that the thing that happened is what's causing some of the pain. For example, that person left you. That person doesn't love you anymore. Maybe you don't love them anymore. Maybe you got fired or laid off. Whatever that thing is. But acceptance is letting go. People ask me very often, how do you let go? The biggest part of letting go is accepting. Accepting that what has happened has happened. What is. So, we have to learn to stop forcing things. Stop forcing things that aren't supposed to be. We try to force relationships to work that aren't supposed to work. We try to stay in business contracts or business collaborations or business experiences or ventures that are well beyond their time, should have expired well before the current time. But we hold on. We hold on to relationships that we know are not healthy for us, that we know are inevitable or inevitably going to end. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Because letting go is very difficult. Sometimes people want to start families and they never get a chance to start that family. Or maybe they're just, a late bloomer. Maybe they don't start their family until their 30s, 40s, or maybe even 50s. It may not look like what you thought it would look like. It may not look that way. It may look completely different than you initially envisioned. But you have to accept that it didn't happen when you thought it would happen, and accept that you still have an opportunity. Don't give up your opportunity because it doesn't look the way you thought it would look. You have to change your perspective. When you change your perspective, you change your thoughts. When you change your thoughts, you change your mood and your feelings. When you change your mood and your feelings, you change your entire life. Say you didn't finish school. You can still finish school. It doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50 years old. It's never too late. You can start that family, even though you didn't start it when you thought you would have started it. So stop allowing your thoughts about your failure, about what should have been, what could have been, what would have been, get in the way of your current and future success. Now is the time. And if now isn't the time, you'll learn, or you'll know when the time is. It will come to you. Just know that it's never too late. It's never too late to achieve your goals. Stop judging your thoughts. Protect the health of your mind. Learn how to accept what is. And remember that accepting is a major part of letting go. And letting go is a major part of healing. Remember, our thoughts are just thoughts. They're not reality until we make them our reality. So what I would like for you to do is to put on a timer, or you can have someone else to time you for 5 minutes. And I'd like for you to do this at least 3 days out of the week. And do it for at least 2 weeks. So that will be a total of 6 times. For 5 minutes, I want you to sit back in a very comfortable space. Put your feet up. Lay back, relax, close your eyes, and I want you to allow thoughts to come and go. Just allow them to come and go. Don't think about anything on purpose. Just relax, and whatever natural thoughts are going to come, let them come. And I would like for you to verbalize each and every thought that comes to your mind during that 5 minutes. And have someone to record them for you, someone that you trust, someone that you can be yourself around, someone that you won't feel guarded around. And every single thought that comes to your mind, say it out loud. And you will see how many thoughts in a 5-minute period on any given day you have. And how many of those thoughts are meaningless, have nothing to do with anything. Do that for me. Journal about it. And get back to me and let me know how that worked out for you. Hey, it's Karma Brown, licensed clinical professional counselor, certified fitness trainer, certified fitness and nutrition specialist, co-owner of Club Exhilaration Fitness Center, and owner of Carmel D. Brown Counseling, Coaching, and Consultation Services. Author of Yesterday You Said, Tomorrow Make It Happen, Today Living a Healthy Lifestyle for Beginners. Hey, I'm Carmel Brown, and like I always say, I am here to help, and I will see you tomorrow on day 29.